She thought her wedding day would be the happiest moment of her life, the day she had dreamed of since childhood. The dress was perfect. The flowers lined the aisle. The guests had gathered, their faces glowing with smiles. The air carried the promise of forever. Her heart beat with joy, with hope, with dreams of a future she believed had finally arrived. But as she stood at the altar, ready to speak the vows that would bind her life to another's, Chloe discovered a truth that would shatter her world. What she believed to be the beginning of her forever became the beginning of her deepest regret. To understand how everything led to this moment, we must go back to where her story truly began. Her name was Chloe, a kind-hearted young woman with dreams far bigger than the life she had been given. She grew up in a modest home, where every coin mattered and every dream seemed just out of reach. Yet Chloe carried within her a light, a belief that love could overcome even the harshest struggles. Then there was Daniel, humble, hardworking, a man with calloused hands and gentle eyes. He earned little, but gave everything he had. To Chloe, he was more than enough. With Daniel, she felt safe. She felt seen. She felt loved. But love stories often invite competition, and Chloe's heart was not the only one being pursued. Michael, wealthy, handsome, admired by many. To Chloe's parents, he was everything Daniel was not: security, stability, a future without struggle. And from the moment Michael laid eyes on Chloe, he was determined to make her his. And so began a choice that would test the strength of Chloe's heart and the very meaning of love. Chloe and Daniel's love was simple, yet profound. They shared what little they had: meals too small to divide, laughter that drowned out the sound of poverty, promises whispered under starlit skies. Their love was not made of diamonds or gold. It was made of sacrifice, trust, and hope. But even in those perfect moments, shadows lingered. Daniel worked tirelessly, yet he could not provide the life Chloe's parents wanted for her. And as the days passed, their disapproval grew louder. To them, Daniel's love was a dream, and Michael's wealth was reality. The pressure grew. Chloe's parents urged her to choose Michael. "He can give you everything," they said. "Security, a future, a name worth carrying." Daniel, determined not to lose her, took on extra jobs. He worked day and night, saving every coin, dreaming of the day he could place a ring on Chloe's hand. His body ached, his hands cracked, but his heart never wavered. Chloe stood in the middle of a storm, torn between the love she felt and the expectations that weighed on her shoulders. Michael was patient, but not without strategy. He offered Chloe's parents money, gifts, promises of a life they believed Chloe deserved. And slowly, their voices drowned out her heart. And so, with trembling hands and a broken heart, Chloe agreed to marry Michael. She told herself it was the right choice, the safe choice. But deep down, she knew she was walking away from the only man who had ever truly loved her. Daniel watched silently as she slipped further away from him, his chest heavy, his soul crushed, but his vow unbroken. In the quiet of his pain, he whispered to himself, "One day, I'll prove that love is worth more than gold." The wedding day arrived. The music played. The guests stood. But as Chloe prepared to say, "I do," a truth was revealed, one that cut deeper than any blade. Michael had never loved her. To him, she was nothing more than a trophy, a possession, a symbol of victory. And yet, she walked forward. She said the words. She wore the smile. But her heart, it was already broken. Wealth brought Chloe comfort, but not peace. Her home was large, but her heart was empty. Michael was unfaithful, controlling, cold. And every night Chloe lay awake, wondering what her life might have been if she had chosen differently. Meanwhile, Daniel built his life slowly, brick by brick, sacrifice by sacrifice. He remained true to his vow. And over time, his dedication led him to success. Success earned not by money given, but by hard work and faith. Years passed, and then Michael fell. A financial crisis stripped him of everything: the wealth, the reputation, the admiration, and with it, he abandoned Chloe, leaving her broken, alone, and without the security she had traded her love for. It was in this emptiness that Chloe thought of Daniel once more. One day, fate brought them together again. Chloe saw Daniel, no longer the struggling young man she once knew, but a man successful, confident, respected. And by his side stood another woman, a woman who looked at him with the same love Chloe once gave. Her heart ached, for she realized that while time had carried him forward, it had left her behind. Chloe tried to speak to him. Her voice trembled as she whispered his name. And though Daniel's eyes softened with kindness, his words were gentle but final. "True love never leaves," he said, "but it must be chosen, not forced." And in that moment, Chloe felt the full weight of her choice. The love she once held slipped through her fingers, and it was gone forever. Love cannot be bought. It cannot be bargained. And once lost, it cannot be reclaimed. Chloe realized too late that true love is worth more than anything money could ever give. Her story is a reminder to us all that love must be chosen, cherished, and never traded away. If you were Chloe, would you choose love or security? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more heartbreaking love stories.